Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and as you can see, I'm in a doing a commercial job today, and I've been cleaning this carpet for a few years. I think I've got at least one video showing me doing this a year or two ago, and cleans up really well. And I'm pre-scrubbing with a Hogs Hair fibre pad right now. I'm just going to go over the traffic areas. I did spray some Suspend pre-spray on the areas that are more obviously soiled. And so I'm going over these areas first of all with the fibre pad, and of course I am feeding my solution down as I'm going. The solution I'm cleaning with on this commercial job is Revive Rocket, which is a neutral pH cleaner. The pre-spray, the Suspend, is about 9.1 pH. It's a steam product. I think it's about 2 or 3 ounces per gallon. Seems to work really well, and it just helps to lower the surface tension. It gives the main cleaner a little bit more bite into the areas that are a little bit more soiled. It accelerates things, basically, the cleaning. It is an emulsifier, or pardon me, a surfactant, which means it lowers the surface tension. I've actually got a helper with me today, and if I get an opportunity, I'll do a bit of recording of him cleaning. He's using my other Rotary, my 2-speed machine. We're not really expected to move anything, apparently. So the cleaning lady went ahead of us and pre-vacuumed everything, and she always does a good job. I don't really need to go into this room with the fibre pad. I think I missed a spot here. Mostly this carpet mostly is actually in quite good shape. Actually, these are carpet tiles. This room is actually used very little, so I won't be doing a pre-scrub in there. Hang on a sec. We'll pull some slack here. I think I'll be able to reach all the way, but I may have to... Actually, I think I will have to change it, come to think of it. We'll plug in over here. Alrighty, that should do the trick. Uh-oh, oh rats. There's my little problem with the strobe effect that happens. So I'm grounding out the transformer because it kind of goes into a loop. And it's a pain in the butt. I think I'll leave it over here. There we go. Okay. Now, as I go into this office to my right, I'll tell you a funny story. I don't know, it was the first or second time I cleaned this place. Maybe the first time, I think. When I cleaned this office right here, this area right here where you can see it looking a little bit like a dark circle, when I finished cleaning it still looked quite dark, and I cleaned it well, and I knew it cleaned well, but it's a very worn area. The wheels from the chair have been working away at the olefin fiber here, crushing it down, and so after cleaning it, it still looked quite dark, but I knew that was going to look fine as soon as it dried. But I left, did the job in the morning, and by the afternoon we had got a call from the owner of this business saying there's a big black stain in one of the offices, can you come back and take a look? And I wasn't able to get there that day. I went back the next day, and the spot was completely and totally 100% gone, because all it was just a little bit of a darker appearance, and these high wear areas, when you clean an olefin carpet, they can look, after you clean them, they can look quite dark until it gets bone dry, and that's all that was happening there. So once it dried, it looked perfect. So, and I've been cleaning the carpet ever since then. That was 5 years ago now, or more. There's a couple of areas on this carpet where it's got some fairly significant wear, and one of those areas is right behind this desk here. So they might be, if they have any extra tiles, they might be a good idea to replace one or two of them. You can see it's fraying on the edge here where the chair wheels are continuing to work away at the edge there. And I have to leave that there. That's a fax machine, and it's hooked up, and I don't want to mess that up. Okay, now we're gonna go grab the Ironman pad, and I was running with as you can see, I have a glider on to make it a little bit easier on this carpet. Something I typically will do. So, just makes it a little easier because the torque, particularly with the fiber pad, can be a bit challenging. So we'll switch over to the Ironman, and before I get too carried away, I'm going to just deal with that edge that's coming apart. There. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to work my way back out using the Ironman pad, of course. And I'll be covering every inch of the carpet now. As I say, this carpet, it cleans up really well every time I clean it, so it's not a problem at all. I had considered using the Vibe to clean this, but I've got all these offices, and there's actually treatment rooms I have to deal with as well. So it's just awkward compared to using a Rotary for these scenarios. That the Rotary is a much more nimble machine. for getting into these areas. So that's why I chose the Rotary, and it cleans fine. I've actually always cleaned with the Rotary in this job. It's just the right machine for this scenario. So if you're an individual who's determined to use an OP machine, that's fine. But having a Rotary on hand for certain jobs is it just gives you a little bit more versatility, and I think it's a it's nice to have that choice. Okay, now we're gonna bring the wire out of the way as much as I can. All right, we'll go in here. I'm just feathering the solution down, of course, just making sure I see just a little bit of weight on the carpet as I clean. Don't need to over wet it. That would be a problem. You don't want to, if you get too wet, this type of carpet will have a tendency to wick easily. So just be careful with that. I might as well get behind the door on here. Little trick. If you've got a machine with my handle releases at the top, so it's easy to lift the handle up. But if you've got a machine with a locking mechanism at the bottom, that's a good trick to use to if you have to stop the machine. Nice, simple way to do things. When I used my Rotary I had before this machine, I did that all the time, of course, as much as I could. Something like that. Alrighty. Whoops. I don't think this office gets used very much. often when I come in here, it's full of, to do the job, this is often quite filled up with boxes. So, but I have a feeling they use this office to order their stuff from. I'm holding the machine with my left hand and holding the wire up with my right. Very easy to maneuver the machine, the rotary. Very easy, nimble, cooperative machine. Okay. Now this is again a room where they actually don't use much at all. Just seem to use it as a storage mostly, but I'll do the open areas. I think the last time I was in here, this couch was on the opposite wall, actually. This is my first day back from my winter rest, I guess. I took about 2 weeks off. Been doing nothing. But my shoulder's been bugging me. My left shoulder, I just pulled out of the joint about 30 years ago, and it's never been the same since. Had to get some T3s and had to deal with it that way, but it seems to be okay today. Maybe it's just stiffened up because I haven't been doing anything. Oh, it is garbage. Anyway, well, this area here is one of the more worn areas, and it doesn't appear that this person is using a plastic carpet protector. And I see a sprout. Where did it go? There it is. Get rid of that. Sure is nice to have the light to see under the desk, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see much at all. Now into this office. Again, this office has got a fair amount of wear and use. Checking to see how much solution I've got. I brought in, well, we filled up both the machines, put almost 3 gallons in both of them, and I've got another 6 gallons of water that I brought in with me. I think we'll be using a little bit more than what I've got in the tank. And what Roger is using with the other machine. Okay, now this will just take, again I'm going to go over this a little bit extra on these worn areas, just some extra passes. And of course this is doing 360 degree passes per second on the carpet fiber. You can see the carpet, well I can see anyway, the carpet is really quite deteriorated here. This person also does not have a carpet protector, so the wheels from the chair are really breaking down the carpet fiber. Oh, standing up pretty well considering, but over time it will cause deterioration for sure. You can hear Roger with the 2-speed. It has a whine. This is a motor with carbon brushes and it has a whiny sound to it. He's not too far away from me. So we'll come out of this office and head down the hall. All right, and I'll stop right here. How's it going, Roger?
Getting there.
Well, what do you think of that machine?
I like it. I like the light. It makes it huge.
Sure, a huge difference, yes.
Yeah.
And okay, you've used. Oh, go ahead.
I haven't used that much.
Look, you haven't used that much. About a gallon.
Hardly any. Very short.
Yeah, about a gallon. You can. So Roger did over here. You're all done over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so he did over here, did back in here, scrubbed in there with a fiber pad, and then used the Hogs Ironman and did this whole area over here. Pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
Do you think? Now we're using something a little bit different on this machine. It's got a 17-inch pad driver, whereas normally there's a 15-inch on here, which uses the exact same machine, right? Roger has the same machine, except it doesn't have a light on it. So now what you're feeling a difference now with this machine, eh?
Yeah.
What are you feeling?
Well, it feels heavier. Part of that's recorded.
Well, you've still got 2 gallons in there.
Yeah, I don't normally run more than a gallon, maybe a gallon and a half on my machine.
Yeah, and that's normally what I run too.
And I don't know. But it's not that much difference.
What about does it? Can you?
More of a drag, but I keep checking the moisture to make sure that I'm getting enough lubrication. So.
And it's feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah, cleaning well. Hope so.
I hope so.
Okay, so.
I don't know. I'm always second guessing. Still, after all 3 years now, still second. But you know what? If I'm not sure, I should go over it again. So.
Okay, have you changed pad yet?
Yeah, the pad's over there.
Oh,
I just changed it when I got.
Oh, well, let's have a look at your pad. because this was the dirtiest area was right in there. That's the reception area. Ooh, yeah, that is pretty dirty. Ooh, and you flipped it. Did you flip it? Yeah, you did. Yeah, no, that's pretty dirty.
What's the before? Can I use that for spotting?
Yes, that's just another pre-spotter. It's actually the same. It's the same, basically the same idea as what's in the pre-spray can.
Okay.
It's just the von Schroeder version of it.
Oh. So it's
Okay.
Not, it's not a solvent. It's just a spotter.
Yeah, well, it's a surfactant.
Okay. This is the first spot I've come across. So.
Okay. All right, so you're gonna head down that way, and I'm gonna head over that way.
Yeah. Now for plugging in, Max.
Yeah, you should be fine. Well, you can go quite a ways where you're at there, but otherwise you can go in there next.
Well, I was thinking what I'll do is I'll plug in at that end and then work toward it, or we'll go there, work back.
Okay. All right, we'll let you go.